Okay, everyone, back again with us, and we have done our trip around Jogja. And Vinay, please state what is on your mind about biking road infrastructure in Jogja.
So first of all, I really enjoyed it, and thank you for taking me. At first I really realized that I feel much safer actually, like about my skills on the bike than when I do ride the cyclist motor.
Yeah.
Because of course that's what I always use as transportation in Germany. And the infrastructure is different, so sometimes it changes in the case that, we pass through with the bike through trottoirs or through the side of the streets, and I know that the moments where I was most kind of scared, or which were I think dangerous, is when sometimes the side for the Cepeda changed. So we were on the left side.
So then we have to change to the right side
because
and we have to cross the road.
There were not only because we have to turn or something, but because of the yellow lines who was suddenly were on the other side. That was the part I think I didn't really get. And also I think all the cars, or a lot of the cars and Cepeda motor, they did not even know about that suddenly there might be, even though we're on their side, like they confront us and we have to
when we
pass that way.
Go through the opposite side of the road, right?
Yeah.
So they just take the bike lane because they don't think there will be any bike.
Yeah. So yeah, that was where I was scared. Apart from that, I think it's possible to ride the bike. It's not as if
It really is possible.
Yeah, it's not that it is a big problem and I was like scared all the time. I even enjoyed it, and I think it's a good transportation method. And it's not as if there is no infrastructure at all.
Yeah.
You showed me the street where before there always were a lot of bikes going only on that street. Now there is also a parking spot because there are no bikes, but that is really great. And also there were not a lot of, but still there were signs for, this is a route you can take with a Cepeda, like Jalan or something.
So the alternative route is because there is less traffic in there, and people usually just slow down when crossing alternative route as well. Like when they are on the bikes and motorcycle and cars, they just slow down.
Yeah.
But when you enter the main road again, they just kabut like.
Yeah. Sometimes what was also a little difficult is because there are sometimes parking spots in front of the lampu merah for the bikes.
Yeah.
So we went there and kind of passed all the others. We're waiting there until it turned green, but then as everybody else is faster than we are, they got before us. But as we were here and kind of had to turn a little on the left, because usually we drive on the left side of the street, right? We had to go from here to there, even though everybody was already like faster than us, wanted to be before us. So that was with you turn out your hand and you look carefully, you have to wait maybe, but then also hope that someone will stop so we can pass.
So we are completely dependent on the mercy of motorcyclists and car drivers as well.
Yeah, in most situations. Well, if you want to, especially also if you want to turn or something, not belok kiri, that is always easy, but
belok kanan.
Yeah. But I was also really impressed how fast we were, because I don't know exactly, my orientation is not so good that I don't know exactly where we've been, but I know we've been to Malibu, I know we've been to UGM, and in my mind, because I live kind of in between Canada to UGM, I knew when I go to Malibu, it's not the closest place for my home. I think it takes me 15 minutes with the Cepeda motor, maybe. And I was like, And over here, like it is not so much longer with bike.
So people don't realize that using bikes is actually quite fast as well, because they always use sepeda motor and car to anywhere, you know. So they don't realize that cycling here is actually pretty efficient way to transport.
Yeah, and also the situation where I was kind of takut, as soon as more bikes would pass that way and use it, where the people on the mobile and on the sepeda motor will also know that there are bikes where they have to be attentive, you know?
Can you repeat your
point? Okay, I will try to make my point clear. So, is there are not a lot of people riding the Nike sepeda in Jogja? People on the mobile and on the sepeda motor are not used to the fact that there might be bikes in some spots, in some. So, let's say maybe they're not used to bikes apart from on the left side of the street. So maybe then if the situation is that we have to wait in front of them because there's a spot to wait for the lamp to turn green. As soon as there would be more bikes, they would also be more aware and more careful.
More respectful towards the cyclists.
It's not. It wouldn't be so rarely, you know.
Because then again, not many people bikes anymore to where they want to be. Like when they go to the store or go to the working place or to the school. So that's the sad things, because I think back when I was a high schooler, I ride my bike every day, and people like a lot of students cycle to their school as well, and people like notice us sooner than current condition on the road, you know, and they open the road for us more often, and that's the difference. So right now they just pass without thinking that we need to go to the left side of the road after we wait on the middle of the road, you know. That's it.
And I was also thinking about it might also be interesting for tourists who come to Jogja to think about the fact that it's possible to also ride the bike and do I mean, we kind of did a touristic tour because we passed a few spots today, so I think probably people would also like that. It's just that maybe because it's not common, they don't do it, you know.
People do that, and there's a business as well already. So they take tourists around the town with bicycle.
That's cool.
And it's quite popular, I guess.
Because
then again, every tourism spot in Jogja is actually really, really close, and you can reach it by bikes in a day, you know. So if you want to go to Kraton and Taman Sari and then to Pakualaman and to Kota Gede, you can do it all in one day with bike, and not motorcycle is not needed, car is not needed. Even if you, matter of fact, if you bring a car to these spots, you need to look for a parking spot, which is usually always full. You know, it will be hard to park somewhere because if it's holiday season, it will be full. So it's more convenient to just bring your bike. How about the last route that we take, the quiet route for biking? So what do you think about it?
I really enjoyed it. Also because it was kind of more quiet and more green.
Green.
Which was kind of nice, or maybe romantic to pass there.
Romantic.
Your bike, you know, that is a good street. And of course, it was kind of more relaxing to not, because I directly knew, I don't have to be so attentive. I can just kind of chill and ride my bike because there's not so much traffic.
And actually, it's just it's a really good route, but it's also really, really short because it's only and it's not even 1 kilometer long.
True.
So it's just too bad.
Yeah.
Because I really enjoy this road as well. But it's too bad it's only really
so short. Yeah.
So if you want to like chilling while riding our bike, you have to get out of the town.
Yeah.
At least outside Ring Road.
Yeah.
To have this kind of road that are safer, quieter, and more relaxing to ride our bikes, and a bit longer. But once we're out of the town, we don't get to see many tourist places like.
Yeah, like the most touristic places.
At best, for my experience, we can do it. We are going towards Prambanan Temple, but then it's really far, about 20 kilometers away.
Yeah.
Maybe, it's just.
That's really then not a sport. Yeah. I was thinking, that might also be interested, maybe to doing like kind of not a race, but to maybe see on an usual traffic day, how long would it be from maybe my home near to UGM to the Malioboro with sepeda motor and sepeda, and to get to know if the sepeda motor is really so much faster, because I was wondering about that, because always if there's like a lampu merah, for example, we can pass, and then also it's not as if the sepeda motor always drives 50, because you can't, because it's traffic. So maybe it would be not so much slower even the road with sepeda.
So this actually the case is we are riding a bike already faster than people bringing their car. It's actually faster to ride your bike than to
moped.
Car.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I thought so. It's especially when it's a lot of macet. No, what is it? Traffic?
Macet.
And just think about what if everybody would choose a bike instead of sepeda motor, at least. How good it would be for the environment.
Yeah, it's good for the environment because the pollution is just too much.
Yeah.
And first and foremost, it's air pollution, because I get really annoyed when the air is become too heavy for me, because I have asthma as well. The difference between normal clean air and macet air. And during the macet, the air is just kind of heavy for me.
Yeah.
So I can tell the difference.
Yeah.
And the second one is the noise pollution. It will be less noise.
Yeah, that's
especially
true.
without the pelumpungan motor.
Yeah.
Something like the one that have really loud knalpot.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it with all my heart, that kind of bike.
I get it.
And I think everybody hate it as well. Only the owner of this mentioned bike that like it.
Yeah, that's true.
And everybody just hate it.
Yeah, but at first, when we were deciding to ride the bike, I also thought that maybe it will be a little heavy to always breathe the polluted air, because, well, of course there's a lot, and always when I'm with sepeda motor and there's macet, I also am sometimes like, I don't like it to smell that. But I mean, we've not been stuck in a real heavy traffic today, but it was really not so bad. Like it was okay. You know, probably when you also with sepeda in the traffic, it's the same with sepeda motor, that you're just like.
But it's still noticeable.
Still,
For me at
of
least,
course,
it's
it
still
is, but it's not that.
It's not till it's suffocating.
Or it's not that would be the reason why I don't choose the sepeda instead of sepeda motor, because I've talked about it with people, and they were saying, oh well, I choose the sepeda motor because otherwise I would be stuck in the polluted air for so long. But I don't think you're stuck there longer or way heavier than with the sepeda motor.
So it's actually kind of the same. If you take motor as well, you will just breathe the same air as other people. So better bring your bike. You can just do some exercise while going to your workplace or going to the campus, or
do something good for the environment
and good for yourself, obviously.
Yeah, it's true. I realized that at first when I talked about it, maybe it might sound as if we always have a space reserved for the cars in the streets in Germany, but that is not the case. It's not that there is always a line. It is always, I mean, as often as there might be a line, it's also that there's nothing and you just go your way, right? So it's just a point I wanted to make clear. And so I thought that is not so different from here. Like there's not always a line and a separated place for bikes.
So pretty much it's similar, but the difference is the traffic, I guess. Is it really much different from Germany?
Depends on where you are, but yeah.
For where you live.
Yeah, like in Berlin you also have a lot of traffic in the certain times, of course. But then we don't have, I would say all of the Sepeda motors that you have here are bikes in Germany, probably.
Oh yeah, so the traffic jam is caused by bike.
No, that's not what I want to say. I want to say more, the traffic is by the cars, and the bikes, the Sepeda, are the one who going around and being in front. Like here it happens with the Sepeda motor, you know, that they go through and they go on the sides. So that is what we have with the Sepedas. There might be traffic also with Sepeda, but only like in front of the Sepeda.
So the thing is, the only main difference is between the motor rider and cyclists here, right? The amount of motorcyclists here is like the amount of cyclists in Germany. Yeah.
Depends, but maybe more or less, yeah.
More or less, right?
Maybe, yeah. And also, I remember that we were in some space at UGM where you said that there is this line for Sepeda,
the bike
but
line.
The cars are parking there, and this is also something that happens in Germany. Yeah. It's not that everybody always 100% respects the space for the Sepedas. No, it's not.
So, a few days after we take this video, I want this. For real again? For real?
And I think they're probably, maybe much more used to the fact that there are those bikes. Because, it's the same way as everybody here is used to the fact that there are a lot of Sepeda motor on the streets.
The difference is only the mode of transportation. Too, So the thing is with the car that park on the bike lane, actually, I think it's kind of different because I don't know if it's allowed or not because it's UGM's land. But my guess is, at first it wasn't allowed to park there, but more and more people bring their car, so they just do it.
Someone starts and then everybody does it.
And everybody, someone started and everybody does it. But it's actually quite sad, you know. I also want to use this bike lane. If you may, please, just don't bring your car. You know, your cost is not that far. You can just walk. And cost is already know which place to be chosen as their cost, and it's usually really close to their faculty. Yeah. And they can just walk, like literally just walk few minutes, but they doesn't do it, and then just confusing. Why not? It's why not? Yeah. But it's also cheaper option. It's free. Walking is free, but why don't you guys do it? And for now, the fuel price is going up, but you still ride your motorcycle. Just why? It's free to walk to the campus. I don't get it. Yeah. Well, there is a certain advantage to owning a motorcycle. That is, if you want to go far away from the city, for example, to the mountain or some places to the beach, it's more versatile. But then again, everybody already has a motorcycle, so you don't have to have one. You can just borrow it from your friend. I'm sure they will lend it to you. You know.
Yeah, but I have to say that is also the main reason why I got
Your
the motorcycle because I
it
want to
accompanies
see
other
places
places.
that are also not only Deckard.
Yeah.
So I decided to get it. But then I didn't have a bike, so of course even for the short ways
You have to use
I
a
use.
motorcycle.
I mean, what I can also jalan kaki.
You
Yeah, yo, I still do if it's, let's say, 15 minutes, but as soon as it crosses the 20 minutes
Mark,
line, I think I'm choosing the motorcycle right now. But I hope that I can maybe have the bike for some time and then switch that. Yeah, because I mean this is also kind of stupid, and I think that's why maybe, I don't know, maybe also a lot of people here choose the motorcycle instead of jalan kaki if they maybe don't have the bike. Because of course it's faster and you really feel the speed difference between jalan kaki and sepeda motor. But as soon as I think for me, as soon as I also would have the sepeda, with sepeda compared to jalan kaki, I would feel a lot faster.
The mahasiswa, I will talk about mahasiswa because I am mahasiswa. So mahasiswa here usually will have a motorcycle. So when they don't want to walk, they'll use a motorcycle, but they never touch the bike. So when they are comparing between the two, they always compare motorcycle and walking. But once they ride a bike, they actually can feel the difference between walking, motorcycling, and using a bike.
Yeah. But then also, as soon as you probably have a motorcycle, you don't definitely need the bike anymore. And here it's probably like every family or every person just has the sepeda motor, but not everybody easily has the bike at home, right? Because it's not so common.
Not so common.
Yeah.
It's not because it's inconvenience, but because it's just not common.
Yeah. But in general, would it be? Can you tell me if it would be more expensive to buy a sepeda motor atau sepeda?
You can get sepeda for 500,000 rupiah. It's the old bike, the classic bike. If you into that kind of things.
Yeah.
Or you can just buy some random bikes that have wheels at least. You can just repair it. Around 500 is enough.
Okay.
So it's really, really cheap. It's only like a month worth of fuel in motorcycle for me, at least.
But let's say maybe a bike that might not make you any problem soon because it's kind of good quality, or like you have few how do you call them?
Shifter?
Yeah.
Actually, you don't really need a really good bike. You only need to
that's true.
buy one bike and take care of it.
Yeah.
If you take care of your bikes, it can last forever.
Yeah.
Literally forever.
Yeah.
My bike is already tens of years old.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a new one, right?
No.
You can also buy them used.
It's not produced anymore, so you can buy it around 2 juta, 3 juta. So it's much cheaper than to own a motorcycle for a year. You can just save up for me at least, I can save up for 2 months not buying anything, and I get a new bike, like a used bike. But yeah, you can just cut off the fuel price from my motorcycle, and I have more money to buy anything that I want.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
I can buy a new GoPro battery, I can buy a new head, I can afford a trip to Ungaran, and I can afford a trip to Manggaran without all of that, because I don't spend so much money on fuel.
Yeah, the cheapest transportation
For
apart from jalan kaki.
Or you can, if you don't want to jalan kaki, you can always take a bus. But the thing with public transportation in Jogja, they also stuck in traffic, so better to jalan or ride a bike.
Also about because I think a lot of people might think that it's like terlalu panas to.
Nah, you're just afraid to go. I don't know, gosong. You're just afraid to get gosong. No, come on, you live in tropics.
Yeah, and I think like I think it's okay, and I would say you get also used to it. I mean, of course, it's not that hot in Germany when I ride my bike, but then it's cold in winter. And I think you can just, well, wear the clothes and then, yeah, maybe.
Actually, the reason for not riding a bicycle because if it's too hot or too cold or too wet is just ridiculous, because you're already used to this climate. Yeah, because like if you ride your motorcycle, you have to deal with climate as well. Anyway.
And also today, I mean, we didn't do like, I never went so fast, so it was not so much sport that I really started to sweat.
Oh yeah.
Because we went like relaxed, you know, you don't have to hurry and like, you even can't because of the traffic. You can't go much faster than we did, I think. Wow.
Yeah, and
not always.
There is the thing, there is another reason why they don't want to use bike or walk. It's because they're afraid to get sweaty when they reach campus. But then again, it just doesn't make sense, you know, because you already get sweaty when you go outside for, I don't know, riding your motorcycle and stuck at the traffic. Like in the bloody traffic, I just got drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
It's just the same, but you can just do it faster and cheaper and easier, and like more convenient for everybody. I realized that riding bicycle far cheaper and far more fun during the gas price increase recently.
Yeah, because then you really feel what it makes a difference.
Yeah,
what kind of difference.
Even if it's only a few thousand rupiah increase, it feels like riding motorcycle is just not economically viable for me anymore, because I need my money for something else. But once I'm doing it, it's just so much easier and so much fun to do. So the reasons for not trying it is just ramasok man.
Okay. No, just it was really nice. Thank you for showing me
Jogja.
Yeah, Jogja.
Small part of Jogja.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
So okay.
Ride your bicycle.
Yeah. So everybody, I think that's it for this video this time. I think everybody should try at least for I don't know, at least a month, ride your bike or just walk to the campus. For my mahasiswa friends and or ride your bike to your workplace. It's close, I know. Sometimes it's far, but oftentimes you don't feel it far when you start to ride your bike every day for a month. It will feel
you
like
will get used to it.
Yeah, you'll get used to it and it will feel more fun. Prove it yourself if you don't do it. Prove it yourself. Just try to do it. Okay, that's it. Thank you, Fina, for your help and for the comparison, I guess, and for your masukan. It's masukan.
Advice.
Yeah, for your advice. Okay, thank you, and we will see you in the next video.
Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. Mahasiswa, please, for God's sake, use your damn legs to go to the campus. Your course is really close. Really close. You can just walk for 10 minutes. Don't be a lazy person. Please, it's better for your health, it's better for the environment, it's better for the campus itself, because there's no need to build a new parking spot for your bike or your car. Please use your damn legs. Okay?